And fall in, my fellow scout troopers, and welcome to Napoleon Total War 3 4v4 historical battle replay today at the map 1800 Heliopolis. Today's replay is posted on the Paris Discord by Hafrizin, not too sure of his gamer name, but we have Basquare, Ramussen, Azan, and Vander on one team, and we have Merge, Lotus, Iron Brigade, and $sign on the other team today. So, now, just looking here at the table, I can tell you that Ramussen is on the Coalition side. So, the first team I called out is the Coalition. The second team is the Imperial Forces today, which are actually up ahead. So, we're on the flat plain, the desert plain. Great for cavalry warfare. We have one Mamluk and two Osmani armies today, along with a commander British army called Baird. And so, looks like he's got a little bit of cav with him. Not too much, but he's probably got the best quality infantry of his team. Now, Osmani does have a lot of cav. Mamluk has a crap ton of cav, but they've also brought a number of infantry as well. They always favour long-range engagements. They don't like close-range warfare, so be mindful of that. And they ain't the best in melee either, so yeah, don't really bring Mamluk or Osmani if you're thinking about using them in melee combat. Maybe as a last resort probably is your best bet with that. But remember, they are cavalry factions. Now, there are a few points on the map today. There is one 2-pointer, one 3-pointer, but I think this is a battle to the death. And so before we actually do a small cut to the first engagement, which is actually might be getting close, if you want to see your own Total War replay featured here on this very channel, don't forget to get those links you'll find in the video description below, which is my email at scoutsentertainment@gmail.com. You can also join my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, and post your Total War replay there. Or you can simply post it to other Discords that I am a member of as well, and tag me in that replay always helps. And with that, we might do a small cut to the beginning of the battle. So see you soon, guys. Alright guys, we're back, and Osmani here just got pinged by the French infantry unit just a little bit. He lost about 6 horses there, maybe 7. But it was enough to break this unit and send it running. So it has the morale of a squirrel, just scurrying away at the first sign of trouble. Now, there is a bit of a distance here for them to run, so there's always a chance they'll reform and he'll get them back. He didn't lose too many of them, but geez, I wouldn't really count on them in a fight if they're going to break like that so easily. Now, I'm not too sure why Osmani here put his cavalry in this position. France is just sort of moving to surround him. It's just allowing him to be trapped and he's going to be slaughtered here. The question is, why, or what is he doing? This might be an historical battle, but is there a reason you're just gonna suicide your cav? Well, the inevitable is going to happen now. But at least Osmani will get one decent charge off. And they broke one of the French units, so that's something. I don't think they'll actually get anything out of that, but they got a little something at least. Now, Mamluk's bringing up their cav. They're going to line it up. We've also got Baird's cav on his right. A couple units of them. France is coming down the road, and those got other roads too. There's multiple roads here on this map today. These no, this is like this is a light tier unit. Arab Savari. Okay. These appear to be melee cav. Well, they got rifles. I'm not too sure if they use them though. Could just be for show. There is some gunner cav in Napoleon, that is for sure. But why is Osmani getting in so close here? Could be going after the general. He's right there. They're not hidden. France knows they're there. Why isn't he charging in? That was his moment. The general's running away. He's trying to get away in a hurry. Osmani had him, but he let him go. Looks like we've got... They look like camels there from a distance, but no. What is Osmani up to here? This doesn't make any sense. France is actually... Oh, France broke his own general. I would say it's a stroke of genius, but Osmani is still walking into the French infantry. What is going on here? This is not right at all. Did the player have to throw this cav away or something? It looks like he's charging into him now, but this unit's walking into the same death trap. This is a little bit frustrating to watch. What is going on here, guys? I want you to comment in the description below and just tell me what was happening. What was the reason for this play right here? Because this is just utter carelessness or deliberate sacrifice. It's one of the two. And I don't like being that harsh, but when I see play as poor as that, you just can't help but call it out. And what happened there, man? I really want to know. Now, if they made you do that, then by all means say that, and everything I said before, take it straight back. Well, I've got French forces, his enemy is right there. Okay, he's going to reform, this is good. At first I thought he was just going to march by and be shot at. Thank God. But this engagement, I don't know, it shouldn't favour Osmali. I stand corrected. Alright, Osmali's coming around, he's running cav around here again. Ah, oh, jeez. Where are you going with that? Marblake charged in. Oh, France here formed pike, I believe. Or he formed square. No, he formed square, okay. That was pointless. But Osmali redeemed himself there with a great opening salvo from his forces. His troops got off some nice shots, killed a lot of French soldiers. But his cav, what happened with those cav units, man? I'll be wondering that question the entire replay now. So hopefully I can get my answer. And you guys have a look at this later. France is charging into Osmali. This player's pulling back. Osmali turned around and charged him. Nice flanking charge there. That was nicely done, good coordination. But he's got to pull back, those are French skirmishers. No, he's not going to pull back, he's going to... No, jeez. The hesitation like that just costs you a cav. That happens. And without their cav, Osmali isn't as reliable. So hopefully Osmali doesn't throw out their cav anymore. Yeah, we've got here Bard. He's joining his forces here with the Osmali infantry. They got a nice firing line set up. Good positioning. France has got to approach this a little bit better than this. They're sort of walking into the death trap. They're going to be the focal point for the Bard and Osmali fire. They're going to be firing into one little corridor here. Which is from those trees there to the road. Over here. All those bullets just going into that one little area. That can't be good for France. He's got to pull back and try to regroup with his allies, extend their line, and begin approaching coalition forces from a position of greater strength than this. Now that tree line there on France's right does offer him some decent protection from enemy cavalry. So maybe that's what he should do. He should just, he and his allies should just form their line up from the tree line there, from the tree line on the left side, all the way across. Have some troops, of course, in the rear and on the line there, just to shoot at enemy cavalry to come around on their flank and the rear. But they should try to use the terrain to their advantage. I think that's what they might be attempting to do. It will also slow Bard's advance through those trees if he does indeed try to attack them from that direction. We've also got some artillery fire. Bard's deployed his 6-pounders. We've got other arty firing. Got more troops moving up. France is also in the center here. There's a lot of cav here from Osmali. He's got to be very careful how he uses it because Morocco's going to be a real pain in the ass. I'm seeing a lot of artillery shells hit the ground there. I'm not too sure where they're coming from. Well, it looks like most of them are coming from the Imperial direction. Osmali's artillery is still coming up. Osmali might need to move out of this little ruin here and start moving forwards a little bit to cover Mamluk as he moves up, along with Bard. And they just shot through their own forces there. Oh, come on guys, you're still going to hit your own troops. Come on. You've got to watch where you're firing. You can see a danger actually appearing here in the Imperial formation. Due to Bard's movements, this French player is falling back further than he should. It's opening his allies up to be outflanked by both Mamluk and Bard's forces here, and looks like Mamluk's trying to take advantage of that along with Osmali. They're moving men into that gap. Bard seems going to try to act as the deterrent from, or the detour that's going to be in between this French player and the rest of his team. It seems like both sides here are a little bit sloppy with the cav usage earlier on. Does he pull it out? No, it's still there. We've got a fairly large French unit coming up. It's also the French Egypt forces. Looks like some of them missing their legs. So these guys here, they might be out of range. Hang on. I'm hearing some charging. Okay, France is trying to seize the town here from Osmali. He's moved up. He's got squarables. Most of them are squarables here.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Okay, where's this at? Wow. Talk about a redemption. This was my player took out one of his enemy's general. But then again, I think that general was already broken before. If you recall, the French infantry fired through the French general's unit there and broke him to begin with. So I think Osmali just found him and finished him off. Bard's here sending his cap through his own line here. Gotta be careful with that. He's trying to take out artillery. He's gonna succeed. Jeez, how much artillery do they have? Looks like France is gonna force Bard back a little bit. But Bard will reform. He's got plenty of units in the area. He's also bringing up artillery. He's also got the cav here protecting his flank. Well, he's also got Mamluk on his flank as well, so, you know, Bard is fairly well covered here today. He's in a good position. He's also going to move and support Mamluk's attack as well. Osmali in the center aren't under too much pressure just yet. They lost the town, and those troops, most of them are squarable, so he can't charge his cav into them. So this needs to be an infantry fight. Looks like we got some heavy cav here from Osmali. You think they would win that fight against the French cav? Their own infantry is nearby. We got cav reinforcements moving up. No, they broke. They could not beat the French cavalry. We got camels moving in.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
It's like the soldier's trying to fight, but the camel's too long, and so he can't reach over the hump. Like, come on, I'm trying to kill you, man. Just come closer, would you? The bloody camel's and humps in the way, and its head's in the way. Now, camels are obviously faster than horses, and horses... I know, horses don't like the smell of elephants, so that's right. I was getting elephants confused with camels. But camels are faster than the horses, so that's why people like to use them in warfare, I guess. Now, Bart has his line with a small kink in the center because obviously his enemy is done the same thing. Now, what's weird is France over here need reinforcements to shore up their line, but they have troops heading away from the battle. That is not good news for the Imperial forces. They got to shore up this line and put more pressure here on Bart to force him back, because right now this French player here, he's being overwhelmed. He won't last much longer. We've also got Marmot coming in. That's not the worst in the world, but as long as some of these units can form square. But they just lost their artillery. They've also lost another general, so Merc here just lost his general. Marmot here lost their cav, but that was a cav that was stationed over here before. They ran all the way around to strike at the back there. We're gonna have 1,000 bullets coming this way any second here. That was a heavy cav we saw before. France's artillery doing their best to drive the enemy back. But Marmot really did a number in their rear. The units are being cut off, separated from each other. And the small little groups are being picked off, one by one. I don't think this unit will escape. No, they broke. So we've got some skirmishes here from Marmot. These guys here, they have swords. They can't shoot. And I wonder what they're waiting for. And the best they can hope for is that Osmali sends Mamluk some troops to attack these guys in the rear, and then he charges and tries to overwhelm them with his numbers. Or he just goes in for a full charge and hopes for the best. Now, it looks like he's just going to charge in and hope for the best. think because they have swords, it'd be easier to fight with than a bayonet rifle, but I guess that's not how NTW3 operates, or Napoleon, for that matter. See, France started off pretty well. He was destroying enemy cav, throwing the enemy back, and then coalition just regrouped and surged forward, and so far France hasn't been able to stop their advance. We're seeing a bit of a disconnection in the Imperial team. They're not really grouping their forces together or acting with, I suppose, better coordination. And by coordination, I simply mean just sending reinforcements to where they're needed, to the area that's under severe pressure. Like, Marmalik just tore this area up. Of course, they were helped by the accidental death of the French general, but Marmalik's re-attack here was also a pivotal point in this battle as well. It's really done a number here on the French forces. Now, over here, it kind of looks like Osmali is mostly going it alone. Marmalik is sending forces now on his flank.
Our general is under attack.
But France does seem to be doing much better here than his allies have been doing elsewhere. We're going to charge in, try to disrupt the line. Answers it. Nice effort there. That'd be a good opportunity for Osmaids to move these two units forward while this one's busy and then shoot them straight in the flank. But too late. Reinforcement French cavalry moving in. It's going to sweep aside the Osmali cav and reform the line. We've still got more troops moving up to shore up the firing line. And that should be enough to actually push back Osmali with a sudden influx of reinforcements. Meanwhile, France is scrambling. They're trying to get back on the road here and get away from their enemy as quickly as possible. They are pursuing them. Let's see how effective the volley is. Looks like some broken soldiers are getting in their way. We're killing a number of them. French cav broken in from the distance there. France is forming square. Sultan Karumalan. Obviously a very skillful unit. Good accuracy as well. These guys have been used pretty well so far in this battle. Just gotta get a nice volley off. Dead, I think it's just, yeah, he's just shooting at broken troops there. Malik's moving up. I think France is going for a bayonet charge. Yep. France going for the counter-attack. Trying to throw that knockout punch that knocks out one of the coalition players. So he has to deal with 3 after that. Well, can France form square? It looks like he doesn't need to. They can form square. I thought it froze there for a second. Where's he going? There you go. Going for the rear charge. Alright, don't count France out just yet. They were thrown earlier on, but they're starting to regain themselves. Coalition trying to keep up the pressure, prevent a comeback. Okay, there's 2 more units that they broke, but they were pretty thin, those guys. We've got more little forces come back. There's only like 8 of them left in that unit, but they're back. They're trying to be as destructive as they can be, and they've done a great job. They've broken every single unit over here bar 1 right now. They're charging in, but these guys here, do they have bayonets on their rifles? No, they don't. But we got the first friendly jet. Ramusin just lost his general. To a broken solid. I guess he was broken and fighting to the death. Unlucky. Anyway, France is going to set up, and he's just continuing his assault. He's going to try and defeat the Osmanli forces here. He's got the ability to do it. What is going on here? This looks like a general unit on the front lines. It is a general unit. You know, I get they want to lead from the front, but this just seems like he's throwing away his general. And they broke the unit. Oh, the bullet missed the general. He's gonna escape. They're charging, but they're going to use their guns as clubs. Shouldn't all be charging like that. They should be trying to move a unit around so they can shoot them straight in the flank. Engaging in melee like this just seems like this gives France an opportunity to break them all and get back in the battle. This whole charging as one is somehow thinking that's going to be the move that swashes or swarms over his opponent. And see his victory is just not going to happen. That's not going to fly.
Our men are running, sir.
I didn't think it was going to. Okay, 2 more brokes and then 1 left. Okay, now always count on those Osmanli cavalry coming in to the rescue. Very nice. All of Mali's infantry is still relatively intact. France is trying to break him. What do we got there? A valiant defense, but seems kind of futile, doesn't it? I've seen this consistent pattern where Franz is on the back foot, and when it seems like he can't win the shootout, he goes for the one KO punch in an attempt to knock his opponent out. In some cases it has worked, but for the most part it hasn't. There's some Osmani Grenadiers here. Maybe we should introduce their bayonets to this unit. Osmani cavalry coming after. Is there any generals? There might be some generals. There's one general over there. He's got to pull his cav out, try and charge into it, but I don't think he sees it. They're kind of hidden in the trees. Unlucky, he just missed it. You see how they run with those flaps on their backs? You'd think they would actually sew them down, the wind resistance would hinder their speed. And while it looks cool, functionally it doesn't seem like a smart move for a soldier to wear something like that. Especially if you want to charge down your opponent. I might be on a general hunt here. There he is. Here he comes. There he goes, he's down. Lotus. A bunch of French forces here alongside Bard's men. There's a flanking charge. Finishing off the French forces in the area. It does look like Coalition's going to take this one. You see, Bear was fighting in two places. He has handled these micro pretty well today. He's basically fighting over here almost alone. Looks like I gotta destroy one more unit over there and maybe take the building from France over here as well. I got him pinned against the wall. That's some cool animation. Oh, that would have been awesome if you fell off the building there. Okay, France over here, he's broken. So a couple units to go finish off, but we're really done here, guys, I reckon. We've got another building battle going on. He's got his sword out. Alright, this unit lost their trumpeter. Can't be good for him. Oh, this guy's in the way. This is going to be a shootout. They're not going to try and take this building. It's going to try and shoot the French out of it. Coalition is struggling to beat these guys. We've got artillery firing at this building. So what's the damage up to now? 65%.
Glorious victory, sir. Is soon to be yours.
Everyone's morale's a little bit shaky. I feel like that game at the carnival, you know, just shoot the French soldiers one by one, left to right. Moving in closer is a bad idea, given how low the morale is. It wouldn't take much to finish them off.
Our men are running, sir.
Looks like he's trying to charge in.
Our men are running, sir.
They're gonna have to get more reinforcements over here to deal with this French unit. They're not gonna give up this building easily. They keep repelling every attack. And that is it. French forces eventually were broken. Looks like they just decided to give up. So well done to the coalition forces on their victory today. I'll put up the table so you guys can see the kill counts there. Luckily got the table here as well in front of me. You got here Basquare, you got 1,125. You got Ramusin 998, Azun 842, Vander 1,106, Merge 272, Lotus 1,313, Iron Brigade 1,193, and $sign 495. So some very strange moves there earlier on, and I would like to get some players' thoughts, find out what was happening, whether it was just a pure oversight or if they had to give up units because they weren't allowed to bring them in the first place. That kind of information always helps as well. And he's got two units here with over 100 kills. Both of them were the Darwich, so that's good to know if you're bringing Osmali. Obviously they're the better shooters, it would seem. His swordsman didn't do too well, but that's to be expected. Unlucky, but overall, it was a coalition victory. Well done to him. Thank you to Hafrizen for posting the replay, and also I think for Erasmus for tagging the unit as well. This is Mika from Scouts Entertainment signing off. If you want to see your own Total War replay featured here on this channel, guys, don't forget to check out those links you'll find in the video description below. Hope to hear from you soon. This is Mika from Scouts Entertainment signing off. Goodbye, my fellow Rangers. Catch you all in the next Total War battle.